wasn't good. Hey, what's up guys? I'm going to show you a quick time-lapse video of a painting I just finished. An oil painting, 12 by 16 on linen canvas, some peppers, a lemon, a pot, like a concrete kind of pot with some leaves on it. And I had kind of a different approach to this than what I usually do. I usually do like a glazing kind of technique, and although I did glaze some of these areas, it was more kind of a direct approach, like layer on layer. What I wanted to do was show the difference between the lights and the shadows and have kind of a drastic change, like right here. I really liked it. I think I'm going to do a lot more still life that I'm working on right now. Actually, this is just the first layer. Got a few more passes on it. Just doing a quick time lapse of this, just to kind of show you guys how I did it. The filming was a little messed up, so there was kind of a drastic change from like the underpainting, and then pretty much it's going to be through like the last stage. Here is the time lapse of the pepper and lemon still life. Alright, so for this still life, I started out on a toned linen canvas. I just used some raw umber and let it dry, and then I used some more raw umber over top of it to kind of sketch the composition in. And then I'm putting in some of the darkest shadows with the raw umber, just to kind of give myself an idea of the layout and where everything, just to see how it's going to look. Alright, and right here is where I introduce some of the color. I pre-mixed some of the colors that I'm going to use for the first pass, and in this case it is some cadmium yellow medium, some cadmium yellow light, some yellow ochre, and a touch of cadmium red medium. That was all in the yellow pepper, and in the red pepper I just put a coat of some permanent alizarin crimson. So I'm just kind of placing the color in. First layer, I'm not really worried at all about detail. I'm more worried about tones and values and where the placement of everything is going to be. Then I'll let it dry and go over top of that. Alright, so this is what I was talking about earlier. It kind of just skipped forward. There was a glare, and I didn't realize until it was too late once again, so we skipped ahead a lot. But this is probably 3-4 days after the last little segment you saw, and I am putting in more of the highlights. Basically what I did since then was I put another layer of some of the yellows and browns, and just kind of mixing everything from what I see, because I am painting this from life. I am not using a photo. When I do still lifes, I paint them from life. I feel like I can get a lot more values and colors out of looking at it from life. So yeah, I'm kind of just layering the last of the colors on top and putting in some of the highlights before I let it dry, and then the final layer will be the highlights.